Greetings everyone, we are the Group 10 and we will be presenting the Market Research Fundamentals Week 11. So before that, we have an activity for you. Viewers, could you please answer the following questions? Number 1, what is a quantitative research? Number 2, what is a qualitative research? And number 3, what is a primary research and secondary research? So, learning objectives. By the end of these lessons, students will be able to first, define the market research and creating customer persona. Second, identify and describe the major types of marketing segmentation. And lastly, apply marketing research in a specific context. To start, let's define what marketing research actually is. Okay. Marketing research is the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting information about a market. Okay. This includes understanding your target customer, your competitors, and overall industry environment. Its goal is to help businesses make informed decisions instead of relying on guesses. Okay. Market research also provides data-based insights that guides product development, pricing, marketing strategy, and even business expansion. Primary research helps businesses gather original, current, and specific information for their goals. For example, testing new product ideas na imuhang i-launch to the market. Now, let's go to the second one, secondary research. Secondary research uses existing data that was already collected by other people, organization, or publication. First, the internal sources. This includes company sales, reports, customer feedback, and records. The next is external sources. Includes government reports, industry studies, and academic research. Also, diriya sa external sources, it is important na mag-cite mo kung asa niyo nakuha ang information. Because ang external sources is dili collected ninyo or sa imuhang organization. So, kailangan nyo mag-cite sa inyong sources para dili mo maingnan og plagiarism, dili ma-plagiarize ang imuhang company. Now, let's talk about sa pros and cons between primary research and secondary research. Primary research gives detailed and relevant information. However, it can be expensive and time-consuming. Secondary research is faster and cheaper since dili na ka magpa-print og mga questionnaires o dili na pud ka maghatag og time para mag-interview. But then again, it may not always perfectly fit the company's specific needs.
So, in creating customer personas, as stated there, that customer personas are detailed, research-based profile that represent a company's ideal customers. So, in other terms, customer personas are a detailed description or profile that a company wants to sell. So, it involves, or this profile are made with real research and data about the customer, such as their age, ilahang interest, also their job, so on and so forth. Then, creating customer personas has 3 elements, which is the collect data, analyze and segment, build the persona. So, in the collect data, it states there that use tools like survey, interviews, and website analytics to gather information about the customer. So, collect data has 2 instruments, which is the survey questionnaires and interviews. If we say survey questionnaires, it was a set of written questions you want to gather information, gather your customer preferences. On the other hand, interviews is a face-to-face or online conversation if you want a detailed structure of respond to your customers. So next up is the analyze and segment. Stated there, look for patterns and group of people with similar traits. So what does that mean? So it means that find similarities among people and organize them into a group, or how they act, or what the characteristics they have or they share. So analyze and segment is have its four elements, which is demographic, geographic, psychographic, and behavioral. However, I won't discuss it kasi nandun siya sa next slide, which is i-discuss siya sa next reporter. The next step is the build the persona. So it's stated there that create a realistic profile with details such as name, jobs, or goal. So in creating a clear and realistic, like you are creating a clear and realistic picture, like you have your own reference na, like maghimo kag reference nimo, tapos i-relate nimo to siya sa real life na customer or target audience nimo kung unsa jud ang ilahang pangailangan. So in simple terms, you are just creating a realistic picture of your ideal customer represents the real life customer or your target audience. So in short, using customer personas help businesses design more effective marketing strategies and create products that better meet customers' needs.
Understanding market segments. Market segments means dividing a large market into smaller groups of customers who share similar traits. So, understanding market segments means instead of mugo sila sa larger market, they divided into smaller groups of customers nga naga-share og same traits, preferences. And through market segments, nag-help po siya sa businesses para maka-understand sila sa kailangang customers needs to focus to meet better each other's needs. And main types of market segmentation. First is demographic. Demographic, this is about who the customers are, their age, gender, income, education, or jobs. For example, luxury brands may target high income earners. So means luxury, so mahal jud siya, dili siya ma-afford sa kanang kanang middle incomers and low incomers. Kanang lang jud siya kanang mga in short kwartahan na jud ang maka-afford ani. And while a toy company might focus on family with young children, diri is kanang tanan ang pwede maka-afford ani, high, middle, and low incomers. Second is demographic segmentation. Divided customers by location such as country, region, or climate. Dapat manos nimo if ang kanang imong product ba is appropriate ba sa isa ka country na imong baligyaan. For example, company selling winter coats in cold areas and beach wear in warm regions. So if baliktaron nimo siya, di ba lain ka, walay mo palit sa imong beach wear if sa winter nga areas nimo siya ibaligya. Third one is psychographic segmentation, which focuses on people's lifestyle, values, and interests. For example, eco-conscious customers prefer sustainable products. So eco-conscious gani sila no. So dili sila kanang murag naga-consume og mga cellophanes. Ang gusto nila is kanang mga sustainable products. While tech lovers with the latest gadgets kay so kung unsa, for example, ang iPhones, ga-innovate man jud ang iPhone every year. So kung unsa ang latest, maoy lang paliton. And the last is behavioral segmentation. Looks at how customers behave, like how often they buy, their loyalty or spending habits. Like if unsa nila kanang ang buying nila, unsaon nila buy, spending habits pud nila. For example, Starbucks. So for example, ang Starbucks is nagahatag og loyalty card sa ilahang mga consumers na kanang regular na nagahatag sa ilaha. Ang ihatag sa ilaha sa Starbucks is kanang free drinks or kanang na sila yung mga mga freebies ihatag. Why market segments matter? Because market segments help businesses reach the right people, save money, create better products, and stay ahead of their competitors.
Let's proceed to application of market research data. Market research data help business make smarter decisions in several key areas. So, what means? Market research empower business to make informed decisions by providing insight into market size, customers, preference, competitive landscape, and emerging trends. It supports product development, underwrites marketing strategies, and mitigates risk, ultimately driving smarter business decisions. So here are the three types of market research. We have first, strategic planet. Strategic planet using research findings to guide business and market strategies. So what means? Strategic planet prioritize research finding to guide business and marketing strategies by providing data driving insight into marketing trends, customers' behavior, and competitive landscapes. This enables business to make informed decisions of optimize resource allocations and develop effective strategies that align with market realities, uniquely entrenching their competitive advantage and achieving their object. Second is product development, creating or improving products based on what customer actually want. What means? Product development involves creating or improving products based on actual customers' needs and preferences, gathering to market research and feedback. This ensures that the final product aligns with customer demands, increasing its chance of success in the market by meeting specific needs and providing desired behaviors. Next is, lastly, is performance evaluations, measuring how well marketing campaigns work and making change to improve results. So what means? Performance evaluation and market measures the effectiveness of marketing campaigns and activities, allowing business to identify areas of success and areas needed improvement. By analyzing key performance indicators, companies can make data-driven adjustments to emphasize the strategy enhance overall marketing performance and achieve better results. In short, in a simple terms, marketing research data help companies plan effectively, design better products, and track their success to keep improving.
So that will be all for our week 11 presentation. If you truly understand our topic, we have our last activity which called quick synthesis. Instruction. Students will write one takeaway in a 1/4 sheet of paper about the importance of market research in a business.
We are the Group 10. That would be all. Thank you.